Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tamiya Robles. I am a credit repair expert. I am the owner of Fix My Credit Now, 850.com. I am the host of my podcast, Coast to Coast Credit. To think I'm the host of what? I'm the host of my podcast, Coast to Coast Credit. Welcome. So, thank you for joining me. Yeah, I need to start saying that with y'all. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being followers, subscribers. Like, I really appreciate you guys following me and checking out what I have to say. So I'm going to start doing more lives and reaction videos pertaining to identity theft, at least within the next couple of weeks, because of that crazy outage, the cell phone blip in the matrix or whatever they want to call it, that cell phone outage with AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. We already know what's going to happen. I showed you guys during my live. If you want to take a look at it, it's still posted. But usually when they have these crazy random outages with the cell phones, then your identity, a lot of people have identity theft. And then they have these civil lawsuits that pop up out of nowhere. In the meantime, just prepare and try to protect your credit. Put it on a freeze just in case someone has stolen your identity throughout this. But this is happening. This is real. Identity theft is real. It happens all the time. And we're going to look at a news clip. And so you get an idea of what people are doing when they steal your identity. It's not just them taking your identity and just buying a few things here and there. They're creating underground empires. They're drug dealers. They're doing a lot, and it's falling on you. Even when they arrest the people, it's still the damage is already done to your credit. But let's just take a look at it. I'm not going to ramble too much, but let's take a look at this video, and then I will give you my opinion and reactions.
Five suspects inside this hotel behind me were using fake IDs and bogus checks to make a quick buck. And Stillwater PD tells me the victims could span across the state.
Hey guys, we're with the police department.
I'm not sure on the exact number of them, but I know that they said there was numerous books that had information in it.
About you guys not supposed to be in the room.
It was late January. Stillwater police were called to this hotel about people being in possession of illegal drugs and refusing to leave.
Hey, do me a favor, put your hands on your back for me.
But when officers got to the parking lot, they'd uncover a crime much larger than drug possession.
Why am I being detained? Right now you're being detained for the paraphernalia that's in.
Okay, these people are drug dealers, so they create fake IDs, and I know that we have the real ID now. Many of us have it, and it should help prevent identity theft. But these thieves, they get craftier and craftier, and they make real IDs. They make fake real IDs and do what they have to do. But it's funny that some of these people just look like your average people. Like the woman looks like just your basic middle-aged woman who's just lost and distraught and so surprised that she's getting locked up when you're a freaking drug dealer. Like using other people's identities. It's crazy.
Plain view right there.
Okay. The officers made contact with them, noticed some illegal drug paraphernalia in plain sight, and then that investigation led to trafficking illegal drugs as well as identity theft ring.
Put your hands behind your back.
As officers searched the car and hotel room, they found several books with personal information of several identities. They weren't able to say how many had been compromised or how long the crime was happening.
Our detectives were able to find the bank statements as well as checks, bogus checks that were trying to be applied for through different banks as well, with several identities of people throughout the state of Oklahoma.
These 5 suspects now facing a laundry list of charges, including fraud, possession of drug paraphernalia, trafficking illegal drugs, and more. Stillwater PD saying if you were a victim of this crime,
we don't want just people just flooding our tip line saying that, hey, my identity was stolen. Am I a victim of this? Like I said, our detectives will reach out to them individually and say, hey, you were part of this identity theft, and ask them if they were aware of that.
And Stillwater PD says if you think you are a victim of identity theft, to make sure you contact your local police department. And it's also a great reminder to check in with your bank about credit card safety.
That's true. So that's cool. Wow. So these thieves are also drug dealers. That's different. That's different. That's what they've evolved to now. But yeah, so if you do think you're a part of identity theft, what you do want to let your local police department know, but you also want to take it a step further. More than likely, whatever they purchased, if they even purchased things so far, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect your credit. I have a new client now. It's actually a husband and wife. And the wife has items on her credit report that she just simply never heard of before. She didn't open up these accounts. So, more than likely, obviously, she's part of some sort of identity theft. And I'm saying more than likely because it's not just the individual, it's not just always identity theft. I told you guys too that these companies and these data furnishers, they share information and they sell information, and then they could simply just put stuff on your credit report that's not yours. But just speaking solely on identity theft, file a police report, get a police report number, file a FTC complaint. I showed y'all how to do that. I actually have a video where I'm breaking it down where you can see what it looks like, what the process is. And if you want to freeze your credit report, definitely do that. You know, it's very flexible. You can unfreeze it, you can freeze it again, you can schedule it for it to be frozen and thawed out, and so on and so forth. But you can also do identity fraud alert. Keep in mind when you do the fraud alert, it's not as flexible as a freeze and it stays on much longer on your credit report. So keep that in mind. But as far as filing a police report, yeah, definitely do that because you also want to report to the credit bureaus that you've had your identity stolen and these accounts do not belong to you. So you want to make that abundantly clear. And that's why having that police report or police report number will be very beneficial to you. But yeah, hopefully this is an eye opener. I'm going to continue to post these videos. That outage with the cell phones, with T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. I'm trying to tell y'all, you're going to have so many people claiming identity theft because of the outages. In my opinion, and I strongly believe in my opinion, I think it's factual because I've proven it. Every time this happens, there's a lawsuit saying identity theft. So I just want you guys to be prepared because this was a biggie this week. This was a biggie. 3 major cell phone companies had outages. So that means 3 major cell phone companies more than likely have most of their clients had some sort of identity theft. And they said it was predominantly AT&T. So yeah, if you're part of AT&T, go check that out and put a quick credit freeze on your credit report. All right, just be safe, you guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, download, whatever you gotta do. Don't forget to join my Facebook group, Credit and First Time Homebuyers Plug, among the other 3 other groups I have. Just check out everything in the description. Be sure to schedule a free 30-minute consultation with me. Fix your credit, people, before you can't fix it. It's going to be too late. By the time you realize, okay, I need to fix my credit, you won't be able to fix your credit. So go ahead and hop on that bandwagon. Link is in the description. And I wish you guys the best.